Good morning, everyone. Good morning. The past week has been quite a struggle for me. I have sort of just lost my way, to be honest, and I've been just walking around really sad. And it culminated yesterday with me just having a day of just crying. I just cried most of yesterday, and I had really, to be honest, just lost hope. I felt like I just had no control. I felt like I had been abandoned, that I was all alone. And so I reached out to someone. I called a friend and I asked this friend to pray for me. And as the friend prayed for me, I listened to what she was saying, and she asked God to remove fear from me. And then she reminded me that we have an enemy. I have an enemy. You see, I had done something that many of us often do, which is I had taken my eyes off of Jesus. And I had looked around at my circumstances. And you see, I can't control all my circumstances. I don't have power to fix what is going on in my life right now. And so because I don't have power, I got caught up in fear. Now, the Bible tells us God has not given us a spirit of fear, but he's given us a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound mind. But I had gotten caught up, and I had allowed this spirit of fear to overtake me. And so I was walking around hopeless. You see, my friend needed to remind me that I have an enemy. You have an enemy. But I'm not afraid of the enemy. You know why? Because God told me he would fight my battles for me. But for a moment, I forgot. For a moment, I took my eyes off of who I serve, of who I am, and I allowed the enemy to get a foothold. But my Father tells me in 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because my adversary, the devil, he walks around seeking whom he can devour. And you see, I wasn't vigilant. I slipped for a moment, and he got his foothold in, and I began to operate out of fear. I want to encourage you today to remember the God you serve. Remember that we are in a spiritual battle. See, we're not wrestling against each other, which is what we often think, but we're in a spiritual battle. And Satan will take advantage of any little opportunity we give him. But I want to encourage you today to look to him. Look to him who is able to keep you from falling. Look to him who is able to fight all battles. Whom shall you fear? No one. Why? Because our God is with us. So I lost hope for a moment. I took my eyes off of him for a moment. But I thank God for friends and family that will remind me of who I am and of whom I serve. Our Father God is a great God. So today, let me leave you with this. Be sober. Be vigilant, because our adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. But today, not today, he won't devour us today, because we will look up into the hills from whence cometh our help. And our help comes from the Lord. Be blessed.